Tonight, we explore a question that has followed one of Hollywood's most powerful figures for more than 3 decades. How can a man loved by millions, a global icon with unmatched success, repeatedly face heartbreak behind the cameras? Tom Cruise, the charismatic superstar of Top Gun and Mission Impossible, built a career on intensity and perfection. Yet when it comes to love, his story is filled with mystery, sudden endings, and a silence that leaves room for speculation. His relationships have captivated the world just as much as his films, but the real drama never played out on screen. Instead, it unfolded in whispers, closed-door conversations, and choices that changed lives forever. From whirlwind romances to marriages that ended without clear answers, Tom Cruise's love life remains one of Hollywood's most puzzling sagas. Today, we look beyond the spotlight and ask, what really breaks love when fame is at its peak? Tom Cruise's first major love story began in 1987 when he married actress Mimi Rogers. Their relationship surprised the industry. She was older, experienced, and well-connected in Hollywood's inner circle. The marriage lasted only 3 years, but it marked a turning point in Cruise's life. After their split, Mimi made a remark that still fuels endless discussions. She described Tom as someone who wanted to be a monk, suggesting a deep conflict between his personal life and his pursuit of something larger than himself. Some interpreted it as a comment about spiritual commitments. Others saw it as a sign of emotional distance. What's undeniable is that after the divorce, Tom's career accelerated faster than ever before, pushing him into global superstardom. But even as his fame soared, his romantic life never found steady ground. Was success becoming a barrier to intimacy? Or was something else shaping his relationships from behind the scenes? Then came the whirlwind romance with Nicole Kidman, the stunning actress who starred alongside Cruise in Days of Thunder. Their chemistry was immediate, magnetic, and impossible for the media to ignore. They married in 1990, becoming Hollywood's golden couple. Beautiful, talented, and constantly under the spotlight, they seemed untouchable. Yet behind the elegance, pressure slowly mounted. The couple adopted 2 children together, but their growing fame meant they spent long periods away from home, living more on film sets than in shared spaces. In 2001, after 11 years of marriage, Tom abruptly filed for divorce, shocking the entertainment world. Kidman later hinted that she was blindsided, suggesting that even she didn't see it coming. Rumors swirled, theories multiplied, but the couple kept quiet. The silence only deepened the mystery. Why would a partnership that looked perfect from the outside collapse without warning? By the mid-2000s, Tom Cruise was entering a new era, one more intense, more public, and far more dissected by the media. His romance with young rising star Katie Holmes began like a fairy tale. Magazine covers showed a glowing couple, crowds cheered, and Cruise famously jumped on Oprah's couch declaring his love. It seemed spontaneous, emotional, even romantic. But as observers watched closely, the relationship began to raise questions. Holmes, once a beloved actress known for her girl-next-door image, became increasingly private. In 2012, without prior hints, she filed for divorce while Tom was away, and she gained full custody of their daughter, Suri. The speed and secrecy of the separation stunned reporters. What circumstances lead someone to plan an exit quietly, without confrontation? And why did a union so public end in silence once again? The pattern was becoming hard to ignore. Every relationship began with passion, attention, and powerful imagery, yet each ended suddenly, without explanation. Analysts began focusing on one constant: Tom Cruise's immense dedication to his career and the strict discipline he brings to every aspect of life. His public persona shows a man driven by purpose, surrounded by structure, schedules, and intense goals. Love, however, rarely follows rules. It requires vulnerability, compromise, and time away from perfection. Could it be that Tom's pursuit of excellence clashes with the unpredictability of relationships? Or does the pressure of being a global icon make emotional consistency impossible? Fans adore the fearless hero he plays on screen, but behind that image may be a man who struggles to switch off the intensity that made him famous. In the end, Can you chase greatness and still make space for ordinary human connection? Another aspect that continues to attract attention is the role of belief and personal values in Tom Cruise's life. His connection to Scientology often appears in media speculation, with insider accounts claiming it influences both his decisions and relationships. There is no official confirmation, and Cruise himself rarely addresses the topic publicly. Still, patterns raise questions. Each of his partners seemed to face increasing public scrutiny regarding his beliefs, and some say that navigating that world became overwhelming. Others argue that the media exaggerates these claims, turning private spiritual choices into sensational headlines. Whether the influence is real or exaggerated, one thing is clear: the expectations surrounding Tom Cruise extend far beyond love. Anyone standing beside him must carry the weight of his fame, his beliefs, and his extraordinary lifestyle, and not every heart is built for that pressure. Today, Tom Cruise remains one of Hollywood's most powerful figures, still performing death-defying stunts, still breaking box office records, and still commanding global attention. Yet, his personal life is now remarkably private. He rarely appears in public with a romantic partner, avoids interviews about relationships, and focuses almost exclusively on work. At 60+, he shows no signs of slowing down professionally. While many actors embrace quieter roles with age, Cruise continues to push physical limits, almost as if action has replaced affection. Viewers now question whether his devotion to cinema has become his true love. After all, his longest-lasting partnership isn't with any person, but with Hollywood itself. Is this a conscious choice, or simply where life has led him after years of complicated romances? Analyzing his journey raises a fascinating question about modern celebrity life. Does extreme fame make healthy relationships impossible? The world watches every smile, every gesture, every decision, turning romance into speculation and love into headlines. Few couples survive that level of scrutiny. For Tom Cruise, the stakes are even higher. He isn't just an actor. He's a brand, a symbol of commitment and intensity. Anything he does becomes a global narrative. That power brings admiration and influence, but it also creates barriers. It becomes difficult to know who loves the person and who loves the legend. Under such conditions, even genuine love can become fragile. Perhaps the real challenge isn't finding love, but protecting it from the world's gaze. In the end, Tom Cruise's romantic life remains a puzzle, captivating, dramatic, and unresolved. His story isn't defined by failure, but by the complicated balance between global stardom and human vulnerability. He has built an empire through strength, discipline, and relentless ambition, yet love demands something different: softness, time, and the willingness to be ordinary. Maybe the world expects too much from its heroes, forgetting that even legends carry their own struggles. As Tom Cruise continues to soar on screen, the question lingers off-screen. Will he ever find a love story that can survive the weight of his fame? Or has his destiny always belonged to the spotlight, leaving romance as a chapter that can never be fully written? Only time will tell, and for now, the mystery remains.